If you have been following along chronologically, you know from earlier episodes that perimenopause is a process and not a single event. Contrary to popular belief, this is something that can last half a decade or more, which can be confusing when we are unprepared for it. I am curious to know, and I hope you can let me know in the comments or anonymously, when did you first hear the word perimenopause? What did you learn about it, if anything? I have to say, for myself, I don't even I don't know when I first heard the word perimenopause. I definitely think I was in adulthood. It was always referred to me as just menopause, like it was an event or something that you got to at a certain age. It was never really explained that perimenopause is what happens when you are going through all of the things. So I'd love to hear about y'all's experience. We are aware that perimenopause can include mood swings, libido changes, hot flashes, sleep disruptions, and brain fog. But it can also include moments of clarity and empowerment as we settle more firmly into ourselves. Beyond the bullet points, there are a few layers to perimenopause that we will discuss briefly: emotional, sexual, and hormonal. Emotionally, there are identity shifts. We might feel like we are losing the person we once knew. There may be grief and fear about aging, along with some sadness, irritability, or anxiety. At the same time, however, this stage can spark a reevaluation of boundaries, self worth, and priorities. You might be prompted to ask yourself the question: what do I want the rest of my life to look like? Sexually, there may be changes in desire, body shifts, and a redefinition of intimacy. This can be a moment to renegotiate what sex and pleasure mean for you at this time in your life. Hormonally, there are estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone shifts. These things can and do impact sleep, metabolism, cognition, and emotional regulation. If you have a menstrual cycle that was once predictable, it might become unpredictable. Perimenopause often coincides with midlife responsibilities, such as caregiving and careers, and those stress hormones, cortisol, I'm looking at you, often amplify symptoms. If you are a PCOS girly like me, you are already quite aware of what this can look like. This is a whole body, whole life transition. It is a profoundly human experience. This is a threshold with new possibilities for pleasure, peace, and self definition on the other side. When we have the opportunity to remove fertility as the primary context for our pleasure in these wisdom years, desire often becomes more self directed. This is an opportunity to release oneself from the expectations and embrace what it is you really want. Pleasure is for your own nourishment, not validation. At this stage of life, we are more likely to choose pleasure that feels real rather than performative.